scary. My name's Nick, insurance agent from Oregon, and my question is related to a big topic that you share about documenting versus content creating.
Yes.
And in an industry that I love and have a lot of fun in, but at the same time, I don't think has anywhere near that level of appeal to other people. What would you say to someone like me who really has a difficult time not producing or content creating and really just documenting what I would perceive or what I would say from other people's perception is a potentially really boring
Find the humor,
topic.
man. Sorry, not to cut you off, but
No, do your thing.
I think real estate used to be super boring. Like that's like 20 years ago, like real estate was not fun. It wasn't glamorous. It wasn't funny. It wasn't cool. It was you need a house, you find a house. Now everyone, because of TV, right, because of these shows, think that real estate can be awesome and huge. And people come up to me all the time and they say, I used to be pre-med and then I saw the show. Like, huh? What were you gonna do? They're like, well, I was gonna cure cancer, but now I'm a broker. Let's do it. Like, great. That's fucking awesome. It's kind of funny, right? It's kind of funny. I think that, like, I love the idea with Kava and with you the idea of having content for what you do and finding the humor in it. Because I'm sure there's shit that you see in the office all day long where you're saying, wow, that's crazy, but you think other people will think it's boring. People are gonna think it's humorous because they're gonna be right there with you on your same level. The hard part with me is everyone kind of sees TV appear and they hold this pedestal. So bringing things back down to reality and finding the humor there is then kind of hard, right?
I think that I'll take a slightly different twist on this. I think he's funny, and I think that's why he just gave you that answer. I know you're not funny, bro.
You just made me laugh.
Honestly, there was no part of me that thought you were funny, right? Now let's break it down. I think he is, and that's why it comes natural to him. And even in the show, highly edited, it sneaks through, right? Because my wife watches the show, I work, I've seen a lot of the content through the backdrop. It sneaks through. This is back to what I gave Dave. You have to understand. My sister and mom and I were just eating outside, and we're like, man, 9 years ago, nobody was dressing down, nobody was cursing. I just did my truth, and then it came to me. Dude, you could be the most boring fucking insurance agent of all time, but if your information's on point, here's what I would say. If I'm buying insurance, if you just use the medium to get out there, maybe your audience is only 4,000 people at max, which is small, right? Maybe it's 140. You have to understand something though. What you sell, I have a fun, for me, kind of the boring guy who seems to know his shit when I'm buying my fucking life insurance feels a super interesting kind of debate versus the one that's trying to make it WWE, right? You gotta be you, bro. Now, to his point, you may be literally doing you and the whole thing can turn into some weird version of Seinfeld funny because you're not funny, so not funny that the whole thing becomes fucking funny. All of a sudden, millions of people are watching you be like, did you see this dude who literally has a show about just being an insurance agent and it's so fucking terrible? It's literally rubbernecking, we have to watch it? And then you're not funny coworker and the fucking UP, but then there's the things that come into what I call sports center newscasters and The Office. You may not be funny, you just might be educated. Your UPS driver that comes every week or every day may be a fucking riot. And always wanted to be an actor, but he's a fucking UPS driver, and the best part of his day now is coming to your office because he knows the camera's gonna be on, and he's fucking giving it his all. Guys, it's propaganda. It's media. It's how humans are conditioned. My mother in the back there wrote a book report that Fidel Castro was the bravest man in the world because he was so small next to big bad America. You know why? Because she grew up in the Soviet Union and that's what she was told. There's a reason that when people want to take over a government and have a coup, that the first thing they do is go to the radio station and the TV station because they want to control the narrative to you. We are now in control of the narrative. That is a big deal. And so, do your fucking show or do what we're doing right now. I think Q&A show around insurance, again, to your point, is not gonna be fucking, American Idol. But guess what? If you answered 900 questions and build a library, and when I go on Google or YouTube, I type in like, how do I triple down on my life insurance, and your video pops up, content is the cost of entry to any relevance going forward, and you just have to live David Hill in your truth. What do you put out? Your truth. You know why shit's so easy for me? People are like, wow, you're so good at speaking in it. I'm like, I'm just speaking, just telling you my truth. Look how I answered the WhatsApp question. I don't need to be the smartest guy in the room every time. I just talk about the shit I know. And then it gets real good. You get real narrow. I don't talk about shit anymore. Like I'm like real fucking narrow. Everyone's like, you're so fucking cocky, and you're always like, I'm like, yeah, because I'm talking about the 0.0001% that I know fucking so well, and then everything else I get real quiet. Like if this was a fucking insurance conference about nothing to do with comms and marketing around insurance, I'd be really fucking quiet.